Good morning. Welcome to Ask Cafe Online Culinary Academy. My name is Chef Caesar. Today I'm going to be making a carbonara sauce. This sauce is a wonderful sauce from Italy. Of course, it goes well with pastas, pretty much any kind of pasta, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine. And it gets made with very few ingredients. You need to have some pancetta, which it's an Italian bacon, or if you can't find pancetta, you can always use regular bacon, some salt pork as well. And this is it's a pancetta. It's a cured pork belly, which is cured with salt, pepper, black pepper, and some seasonings. Also, we're going to use some fresh garlic to make the sauce. We're going to make it with some fresh eggs and some grated Parmesan cheese. Also, some olive oil and some butter that I got here. So I'm going to start by chopping up my pancetta here. We're going to start making the sauce in the pan. And you can find this sometimes already sliced, so you can buy like a little piece, like a little slob like this. It's not a slice. You can buy a little chunk. It looks like pork, salt pork, but again, this pancetta you can sometimes it comes in a roll, because this is a pork belly that's rolled into a tube and tied up. Sometimes you find also it's a spicy pancetta, but this is the mild one. The spicy one is really not that spicy. Just got a little extra, some pepper flakes they put in there. And so we're going to slice our pancetta. And this it smells wonderful. It's a little bit different than bacon. It's got a nice sweet taste to it. I'll chop it up. I want to start my pan here at low. I'm going to throw a little olive oil. Throw my pancetta in here. In the meantime, I'm going to chop some garlic cloves. This about 4 garlic cloves we're going to use today. You can always use more if you like. Just if you really love garlic. We gotta be careful not to burn the pancetta. But right now it's still starting to sizzle there. And this is a really creamy sauce. You gotta be careful. I'm gonna show you later on not to cook the egg, or otherwise you're gonna end up with some scrambled eggs. But pretty much the leftover heat from the pot where we're gonna be cooking my pasta, and the heat from the pasta is gonna help make the sauce. You will see in a little bit. Oh, this room is starting to smell really good already. You can always add some pepper flakes at the end to give it a little extra heat if you like. You don't have to, but if you like to. Today I'm going to be using some fresh fettuccine pasta, which is going to cook really quick. You can always use dry pasta. You can see the pancetta is starting to brown a little. Starting to smell wonderful here. You want to kind of get it a little crispy. A little bit more. And then we're going to add our garlic so we can saute it Bacon is a good substitute too, but it's got a different taste. This one's, I don't know if you ever had it before, but if you did, you know it's got different flavor than bacon. This is sweeter. It's got a lot of other spices they add to it. Now that we see the pancetta is starting to brown, I want to add my garlic. You see it's quite a bit. Toss it in here so it don't burn it. And add some butter as well. Starting to smell really good. And be careful when you season this pasta at the end, because the cheese is salty already, and also the pancetta, it's pretty salty. So you don't want to, put too much salt. That's you're gonna be, over salted pasta. So be careful, when you put some fresh ground pepper at the end. You don't want to add too much salt, because it's gonna be salty already. Like I said, from the cheese and from the pancetta itself. So just want to melt this butter really good. Smells wonderful here with the garlic, the pancetta. Now I'm going to shut it off. Put this aside, because now we're going to cook our pasta. I got my pasta water here. And when you do that, you want to add a little salt to the water. It's already had it a little bit hot before. So we want to add some more salt. That way we're going to cook our pasta next, and as you can see, the garlic's a little caramelized, got a little color to it, and so the pancetta is nice and brown, and this smells really great. Okay, now we're going to have our water boiling now. We're going to throw some pasta in there. And when you do this, if you're going to make the sauce right away, you don't have to refresh the pasta. You want to keep it hot, so the heat from the pasta and the pot is going to kind of help you make the sauce. In the meantime, we want to, make the what's going to be our sauce, the eggs. Okay. And our Parmesan cheese. We want to blend this together. This is going to be the base for the sauce. It's going to be nice and creamy, even though there's no cream. But, we have some butter in there, and the creaminess from the cheese. The sauce is going to be a nice, rich sauce. Mix really well, so there's no dry cheese flowing on top. This is going to make a nice and creamy carbonara sauce. Put that aside for a little bit. Now we can start by cooking our pasta. Got our water boiling. And fresh pasta, remember, it cooks very quick. You don't want to keep it in there too long, because otherwise it's going to overcook. Just about 3-4 minutes to be done. Make sure you toss your pasta around so it doesn't stick together. Especially when you cook in dry pasta, you really got to, make sure you toss the pasta around so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot or it sticks to itself. If you don't do that, it will stick. So be very careful when you cook dry pasta especially. Not so much fresh pasta, but dry pasta when the starch starts to come out, it's like glue. It sticks together if you don't know. As you can see, this is a very easy dish to make. And quick too, you know, you don't really have to make the sauce ahead of time. You know, everything's done pretty much to order. And if you like using dry pasta, you don't have to refresh the pasta, like, because you're going to make it right away, because the heat from the pasta, that's what's going to pretty much kind of help cook the sauce, the eggs in there. You don't want to, you know, have it too hot. So as soon as we take this pasta, we drain it out, we're going to put it back in the pot, and this is where we're going to make our sauce. Pasta's almost ready there. And you can use any kind of pasta, you know, even some tortellinis would be nice, or, you know, spaghetti. It works well with all pastas, you know, the sauce is going to be nice and creamy. And you can really impress your family, your friends. Now I'm going to drain my pasta. Heat up the pancetta a little more. Okay. Okay. Now we want to scoop this pancetta here into the pasta. We want to add our eggs. It's going to be a nice and creamy sauce here, you will see in a minute. That's why I say you don't have to cool the sauce, the pasta, excuse me. You want to keep it in the same pot. You want to mix the sauce in there. That way, the heat from the pot and the pasta itself is going to help, you know, cook the egg mixture with the cheese. And it's going to be a wonderful, nice, creamy sauce. You will see in a second once I take it out of this pot and place it in a bowl. Also want to add some fresh cracked black pepper. I want to add some pepper flakes. Like I said, I want to put a little heat. You don't have to, but you know, I just want to some chopped parsley. As you can see, it was a very quick, easy dish to make. Make sure we taste this good enough. Otherwise, I might add a little more salt. Excuse me. Wonderful. It's exciting. Really good. Love it. So, as you can see, now we're going to put our pasta in the bowl. The egg did not curdle, did not break. Otherwise, if it gets too hot, you're going to end up with some scrambled eggs. It smells wonderful. The taste from the pancetta really comes out. And again, you can use bacon or salt pork, but pancetta's got its unique flavor to it. It's really good, so I really recommend trying to find pancetta, especially if you never had it before. You can, you know, really, you know, put some cheese on top, a little parsley for a garnish. Make sure when you guys plate your dishes, you clean the rim of the plate every time. It's very important for presentation. You don't want any food on the plate. If you even want to crack a little more black pepper on top. Look at that. So there you have it. A nice fettuccine carbonara that you guys saw. It was very easy to make. And again, I want to congratulate Carrie Dozier. She was our winner for this week's bonus day for the trivia. She's going to be getting a Escoffier branded sweatshirt. So congratulate Carrie on the site, and congratulations, Carrie, for your hard work. And thank you, everyone, for being here for me today. And I will see you next week with another wonderful dish that we're going to be making. So stay tuned, and I see you next week.